Welcome back. You're watching Buy Now, Sell Now from ET Now SBI Live Studio, and it's time to get connected with our viewers and time to focus on your stock-specific queries. And in case you want to send across your questions, the number is flashing on the top of your screen. That's a WhatsApp number. Send across your question with the stock name, your buy price, and the time till when you want to be in that particular strategy or in that particular stock. But then let's move on. And let's introduce our experts for the day. Shaina Mukaddam, independent analyst, and we're also joined by Hemin Kapadia, technical associate, Diachoxy FinServ. Hi, morning, and welcome both of you to the show. And let's begin and let's take our WhatsApp query from our viewer. And okay, so here we have a WhatsApp query on GAIL. This is Chandrasekhar from Hyderabad. He's holding GAIL at 180. Hemin, let's take a technical call because I'm not sure about the duration. So assuming it's a short to mid-term outlook, 180 GAIL, what would you suggest?
Very good morning to you, Kavita. Thank you for having me on the show. It's a pleasure. Now, assuming it's a long-term call, it's a long-term investment. It's not a hold, it's a buy. If it's a slightly medium-term view, hold, we are on the onset of an intermediate uptrend. And if it's a short-term view, there's resistance at 186.50. We upside only and only when we close above 186.50.
All right, so that's the take coming in on GAIL India. Let's watch out for that. But the next query that I have is coming in on Bank of Baroda. And Shahina, firstly, good morning. And this query, let me take it from you, wherein Vimal Mehra has bought 3,000 shares. His buy price is 270 rupees. What's the long-term outlook on this particular counter?
Good morning to you and Himain and your viewers. So I think Bank of Baroda is the whole PSU banking is doing better, and I think Bank of Baroda is better placed. Valuation wise, also it is extremely attractive on price to book basis. So I would say an investor can not only continue to hold, but he can add also at any dips.
All right, he can add on dips as well. That's a recommendation coming in from you. But then, Hemin, let's take Raman's question. He's from Kerala and he bought Kalyan Jewellers, holding 5,000 quantity at 722. A short-term target that you might want to recommend along with a stop loss on this counter?
Okay, firstly, it's in a short-term downtrend. So there wouldn't be a recommendation. Having said that, a stop loss would be at 480. An upside comes in on a close above 506 with a target of 528.
So a short term is quite tricky, but then yeah, if you want to stay put, you can be there by at the stop loss or 480. Shaina, any recommendation on this counter from you?
I think I would go with Himain's stop loss.
All right, so that's the take coming in on this particular stock, but let's move on to another counter then, and this one is on Coal India. Himain, let me take it from you, wherein Ikambra from Hyderabad has been holding 250 shares of Coal India. Buy price is 390 rupees. It's been over a year that he's holding this particular counter. Do you suggest to exit this particular counter, invest the same money in BEL at current market price?
Very good morning to Shristi. Well, frankly speaking, there is no clear yes or no answer to the question of our viewer. Like you said, 1 year, it peaked in August 24, Shristi. And till then, since then, we've gone nowhere. Stock doesn't look bad, but it's just refusing to move. Only a weekly close above 420 could mean an upside coming in. So if he doesn't have the patience to hold on, hold on would be at least a 15-month point of view. I think then shift to BEL isn't a bad idea. Thing is, BEL has already moved a bit, but at least it has a momentum. So yeah, a lack of patience, BEL is not a bad idea.
That's a recommendation coming in. But then, Shaina, let's take Neelam's question. Neelam Padhye from Mumbai. And IDFC First Bank, she's bought 450 shares, purchased at 85. All right, so what's going to be the outlook, and do you recommend a hold, and for how long?
See, from here on, the price has actually moved up quite a bit in line with the better performance, better quality of balance sheet. They've improved it. I think from current levels, it will go in a bit of consolidation because in terms of price to book, it's about 1.7 times, which I believe is slightly on the higher side for the size of the bank of IDFC. So if you're a long-term investor, yeah, you can keep adding it at dips, but otherwise you can take some profits off the table, in my view, if you're a short-term investor.
All right, that's the take coming in on IDFC First Bank. Let's watch out for that. But now we have a live caller onto the show, and let me welcome Kiran Krishnamurthy, who's joining us on the phone line. Hi, Kiran. Morning. Please go on. We have
Hello.
Himain as well as Shahina with us to guide you better.
Yes, sure. I'm a very consistent viewer of your show. ET Now is one of my favorite channels.
Thank you
Here
so
is my
much.
question. Here is my question. I have amount of like 2 lakhs to invest. Between these three shares, SBI, Eternal, and BEL, which is a good one for investing for long term? So approximately 3 years. That is my definition of the long term.
All right, Shahina, you heard him. SBI, Eternal and BEL, all the three large caps, and the companies that have been doing very well, especially in the past couple of years, wherein Mr. Kiran wants to invest a long term, for a long term, maybe for the next 3 years. What will be your advice? Which company should he go with?
For a 3-year holding, I would divide my 2 lakhs in two of the stocks of the three selected. SBI, well, I like all three if you're looking at a 5 to 10 year vision. But a 3-year, I will go with 50% in SBI and 50% in BL. The reasoning being, BL, I like the business. They've got huge order book position, and over the longer term, they are going to not only sustain but do pretty well. Only thing is, it is a bit expensive in terms of near-term valuations. So I would think it will consolidate a bit before you see that up move. SBI, on the other hand, is also doing very well. It is a quality, of course, bank, largest bank in the PSU space also, and their valuations are very attractive. If you look at price to book, it's just, if you take the SOTP valuation, it's just about 1.2 times, price to book. So you have not only the valuations in its favor, but as well as the size and opportunity. So I would divide it between two.
All right. That's the strategy when it comes to your investment, Mr. Krishnamurthy. We hope that it helps you answer the query. But with this, viewers, it's time to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to take more of your stock-related queries. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. You're watching Buy Now, Sell Now from ET Now SBI Live Studio, and we are answering your stock-specific queries. Our guests are there with us, Himain and Shahina, and welcome back, both of you. And let's get connected with our viewers. Let's take a question from Kolkata. Ignatius has sent across a query on CET. Shahina, I'll come to you. He's 10 stocks of CET at 3483 and want to hold it for almost a year. He also wants advice on whether to add more and what targets can he look at in a year's time.
Well, we have raw material prices well in control. So for the year, they should do better. Auto also, the OEMs also doing the production picking up. Auto doing well. So I would say that the investor can hold at current levels, is doing pretty well. If he wants to add, he should add, in my view, at slightly lower levels, which would be close to about 3,800, and then he could hold for a target. I'm giving 6-month target now, closer to about 4,200. So he can add it at dips and hold for upside of about 10 to 12%.
All right, that's the take coming in on CET. But Himain, the next query that I have is coming in on Tata Power, where Yuvraj from Chennai is holding 1,000 shares and is having a 9% loss in his investments. What to do with this one? Will that be a hold, average, or exit, and maybe look out for some other counter?
I think it would be hold, the way I say it, Srishti. We've had a phenomenal move, so we are digesting this move. So once again, if the time frame is 18 months or more, I think it's a very clear hold. Till then, I mean, I'll just take 30 seconds more. Stocks which move up 10 to 15 times, do not expect a continuation of the move for the next couple of years at least. Let it recover, let it recoup its strength. So that's what is happening. Setup is positive, long-term outlook positive, but it's moved from 27 to 490. So give it some more time.
So be patient and give it some more time to gain all this strength. Let's move on. Shaina, this is a question from Rekha, and she's bought Ujjivan Small Finance Bank at 28. Again, a medium-term outlook, if you can recommend.
Well, I would say Ujjivan, it is better to part book profits. It's a small cap stock with valuations about 1.5 times price to book. The only thing is that the upside could come when they get their universal banking license, which is expected by the year end. But I believe in the meanwhile, it would consolidate around current levels. So you part book profits and relook at it over next couple of months.
But you mean the next query is on another small finance bank, and that is Equita Small Finance Bank, wherein um, Parth Anand from Punjab is writing to us, holding 1,700 shares of Equita's Small Finance Bank. Buy price is 74 rupees, sitting at some bit of a loss in this counter. What to do?
The assumption is that the holding period is not very short term. And if that assumption is correct, I believe it's a hold. Intermediate bottom has been formed at 50, close to his purchase price. I mean, 72 is the level where there's a congestion area top. So that swing high needs to get taken out. The setup is positive. Like I said, medium term bottom in place. The longer term picture is improving. Above 72, we will see more technical green shoots. So as of now, hold. The worst seems to be over.
All right, with that, that was the recommendation on Equitas coming from Hemen. And thank you so much, Hemen and Shaina, for being on the show and helping our viewers with their stock-specific queries today. Thank you. And time for a short break, but then we'll be right back with more update on the market and also an expert who will help you plan or navigate your market strategies.